Hello, hello, and welcome back to another installment of Mr. Eric and Mr. Barrett Reads. We are here today to read to you guys The Wizard of Wallaby Wallow by Jack Kent. Hope you guys have had an enjoyable Monday so far. Get outside and go play if you haven't done so already. I know I'm about to take this guy outside so that he can get some fresh air as well, right? Cool. All right, so without further ado, let's find out more about The Wizard of Wallaby Wallow here on Mr. Eric Reads. Wink. You want to wink?
Even if you know, guys, it's sad as it's pretty good out there, but in Pig the Fibber, Trevor got outside for some air.
That's true. In the book Pig the Fibber, Trevor got outside for some air. All right, so here's The Wizard of Wallaby Wallow on Mr. Eric Reads. The Wizard of Wallaby Wallow was very busy. He was trying to get his stock of magic spells in order. He had spells for turning folks into everything from an aardvark to a zebu. Every spell was in a little bottle which had a label on it which told what sort of spell it was. But everything was in such a jumble that it took the wizard hours to find the one that he wanted. So he had to clear all the shelves, and he was carefully putting the spells back in alphabetical order. The spells for turning folks into angleworms, ants, antelopes went on the shelf marked A. Bears, bees, and buffaloes went on the B shelf, and so on.
I wonder what sort of spell this is,
said the wizard, studying the bottle that he just picked up.
The label has come off.
Just then there was a knock at the door.
Oh, geese fleece,
swore the wizard.
I'm never left alone long enough to do anything.
So he opened the door and said,
Go away, I'm busy, shoo.
But the visitor was a mouse and was quite used to having folks tell him shoo, so he didn't pay any attention to the wizard.
I'd like to buy a magic spell,
the mouse said.
I'm very tired of being a mouse. Nobody likes mice. They set traps for us, and they sit cats on us, and they yell shoo at us, and they chase us with brooms. It's not a very pleasant life. I want to be something else.
Yeah, like what?
Asked the wizard.
Well, I haven't made up my mind, said the mouse. I thought I'd come and see what sort of spells you had, and then choose one.
Everything's a mess right now, said the wizard. Come back tomorrow and...
Wait a minute. What's that in your hand?
He said, asking the wizard.
Here, you can have this one, no charge.
And he handed the bottle without a label to the mouse.
But, sir, there's not a label on it, said the mouse. What will it turn me into?
Something else,
said the wizard.
I mean, that's what you wanted to be.
And he slammed the door, and he went back to sorting his spells. The mouse went home and set the bottle in the middle of the dining room table. While he was looking for something to pull the cork out with, he tried to guess what the magic spell would turn him into. A butterfly, perhaps? Butterflies are pretty. But they don't live very long. He'd rather not be a butterfly. turtles live a very long time, he thought. But they aren't very pretty. And they're pretty slow. The mouse hoped he wouldn't be turned into a turtle. Bees are fast, but they work awfully hard. Work was not one of the mouse's favorite activities. Ants go on picnics. Oh yeah, but ants also get stepped on. Birds sing happy songs, but birds eat worms, and the thought of a mouse eating a worm made the mouse feel ill.
What if I turned into a cat?
The mouse thought.
Cats eat mice.
And he turned pale at the thought.
Or what if it's a spell for turning folks into mice? On me, it wouldn't even show. It'd be like dribbling egg on a yellow bib. Now, if I turned into an elephant, that would be worthwhile, thought the mouse. But an elephant wouldn't fit in my house. It's a nice little house.
The mouse loved that house very much. He hoped that it wouldn't turn him into an elephant. In fact, he couldn't think of anything the spell might turn him into that he would sure truly enjoy.
Being me has problems, he decided. But at least I know what they are. Whatever I turn into might have bigger ones.
So he took the magic spell back to the wizard. The wizard came mumbling and grumbling to the door. He was still all sorts from sorting. He didn't recognize the mouse at first.
You changed,
the wizard said.
I suppose I have, said the mouse. I was very unhappy before. And now I'm, well, something else.
Was it the magic spell that changed you?
Asked the wizard.
As a matter of fact, it was,
said the mouse. The wizard was so excited that he could hardly speak.
That's the first time any of my spells ever worked,
he said delightedly.
Looks like it worked twice, said the mouse. It made us both happy. It's a wonderful magic spell.
The wizard went into his shop and took the labels off the bottles, and he raised the prices. Then he just put them back on the shelves any which way. Sorting them was no longer a problem. After that, whenever anyone in Wallaby Wallow felt unhappy with his lot, he knew what to do. He would buy one of the wizard's wonderful magic spells. They never failed to work, as long as the bottles were not uncorked. The end. The Wizard of Wallaby Wallow by Jack Kent, here on Mr. Barrett and Mr. Eric Reads. Hope that you guys have enjoyed this tale, that your Monday is going and will continue to go extremely well. Please continue to do your Learn From Home. We have one more week of it, and then we are free for summer. Thank you guys for all your hard work. Please wash your hands, stay healthy, and be kind to everybody you meet. Right, Barrett? Right, Barrett?
Yes.
Super strong endorsement. Take care, everybody. I'll see you around.